starting the day in the Y's good for me. It's good mental health. Get a good workout in, a good sweat, and I'm ready to go for the day.
All right, how's it going?
Good. Hey Barry.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Look like you're limping a little.
What's that?
So I've got a busy day today. Got a press conference here later this morning at 11 o'clock to announce our critical drug shortage legislation. Help address that problem, particularly for people that are receiving cancer treatment, chemotherapy.
We're talking about plants that are in the United States where, there's the manufacturing facility, but within that there are suites, and then within that there are different manufacturing lines.
All right, let's rock and roll.
In a crowded room of doctors, nurses, and pharmacists at Christiana Care's Helen Graham Cancer Center, Congressman Carney says we're in a drug shortage crisis and doctors and patients need help.
Some of his patients were not able to get the chemotherapy drugs that they needed, and that he was also forced to use drugs that were much more expensive than the lower cost generics.
That's why he's introducing the Drug Shortage Prevention Act.
The legislation requires FDA and drug companies to come together to determine which drugs are in danger of going into shortage and identifying those drugs on a list of stakeholders.
The measure would also require the DEA to raise quotas for drugs on the shortage list. In Stanton, Amy Cherry, 1150 AM, WDEO.
So what's going on with the incubator? How's that going?
We've got, last year the reports were at the end of the year, of 10 companies that were there for most of the year had about 8.4 million in revenue.
How are you? Good. Nice to see you. How are you, Carney? Nice to see you. Mark, you got your Mardi Gras motif already?
Come back and next week and have a good time. Yeah. I know you're interested in the allied health programs and the technology that we're using, so we're going to start off there at the allied health labs and then get down to the dental clinic.
Does anybody else do what you do in the state?
We're the only school in the state. Yes. There are other schools in Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania area, but not in Delaware.
This is it.
This is it for dental hygiene.
And they're over here napping. But in our other observation booth, you can see the infants doing their thing.
They ought to do this for us adults, Okay, it's nap time. Let's just check out for a little while. Riding the train to Washington every morning and every evening gives me an opportunity to catch up on my reading, to prepare for the day, to read briefing materials for Financial Services Committee meetings, for issues that I'm working on, and to communicate with my constituents and with others who send emails. Good walk. Keeps me fit. About a mile each way. Of course, you're working uphill to the Capitol and then across Capitol grounds to the Longworth building.
so just these are the meeting details. This is FYI of who's coming in the office this week, and then here's the week. Okay. So the breakfast with Congressman Frank was canceled tomorrow morning, so we've changed our train to a 7:15. So yeah, right?
You can almost sleep in.
Then the only other thing we're voting on tonight is the rule for the Class Act repeal bill. They've allowed, it's called a modified open rule. Basically, if you wanted to have an amendment in order, all you had to do is get it printed in congressional record, it'll be in order.
Well, you can foresee floor debates where each party has a completely different set of CBO approved numbers. At least now we have one CBO number, and the parties will disagree on what that means and how to pay for it.
So each time the House calls for a vote, obviously there are 435 members in the House, and they are scattered all over Capitol Hill in their offices in different places. You can hear in the background the buzzer ringing on my clock, which is basically saying that we're about to have a vote in 15 minutes. See y'all.
On the House floor right now, the House is voting on the rule for a bill that would repeal part of the health care law. The rule would allow for an hour of general debate, 3 hours of amendment debate.
How you doing? Senator Carper.
Two ships.
Ignore the man with the camera. Often when I'm riding the train, I run into Senator Carper or Senator Coons on the way down or on the way back. It's a good time to catch up, find out what's happening over in the Senate side of the Capitol, and just catch up with my friends. How was your day?
Pretty good day.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, for a 65-year-old. Well, get up and do it again tomorrow. I'm in here. My spot is there. See ya. Have a good one. Tell Martha I was asking for it. We're back here in Wilmington, on the way home. See my wife and 2 kids. The boys split their games today. Wasn't able to see their basketball games. Jimmy's team won, Sam's team lost. At least we got one happy boy in the house tonight. But tomorrow's another day. We'll be up and at 'em again. Get on the 7:15 train back to the nation's capital.
Hey. Hey, puppy.